Hello, it's Trav. Today I'll just be showing you how to do, all the jumps in ToATC. So without further ado, let's start. So for this one, you just wanna, let me turn on no board so you can see the overlay. Okay, there we go. So for this jump, you wanna hold W and space at the same time, like this. These jumps are straightforward, so I don't really need to explain them. For this jump, go on this side, turn like this, and go, and then flick, and go, and then flick with shift lock and go here. Now for this jump, you wanna go like this and turn. For this, you just wanna flick around the truss. And then just jump onto the ladder. This is just a simple camera control, so just do what I did. For this jump, angle around here, and then shift lock. For this jump, angle like this, and then just wrap. This jump, go on around here, and then jump here. For this jump, what I like to do is go on this side, and then just use camera control and do the squeeze. Sometimes feel it, but not that bad. For this jump, I just go backwards and then jump onto the truss. For this jump, I go here, angle out like this, and then flick and shift lock onto here. Now you're on 2. 2 is much harder than 1, so please be aware of that. Flick around the truss like this, jump off, flick here, go here, do this wrap, and go like this. This is also kind of camera control, and then just jump and aim for the truss. Now, what you want to do for this jump is press W a few times, and then go out, and just flick. I don't know why I can't do that jump right now. Now this jump is probably the hardest jump of 2. So what you want to do for this jump is spam here, go down to around here, angle around here, and then the jump is just basically camera control. The rest of the parts is camera control. Yeah, as you can see there. Wrap into here. Make sure to go sideways, but then face forward so that you can go in the truss. Flick around the truss. Go to the bottom. Flick off. Spawn this thing down here by pressing this button. Go onto this ladder. Flick off. This part should be straightforward, but just make sure your head is aligned with these parts, and then just go sideways and keep jumping up. Now for this, I like to go onto the truss and keep holding W and D until I go around here, and then jump off. Now for this, you wanna angle like around to this point, and just make sure to enter this part sideways. So make sure to also go back forward so that you can get on the truss. And the rest of 2 is pretty straightforward, so I don't really need to say much anything other than that, because Now this is just another instance of camera control. So just do the jump how I did. Flick around this truss, and then jump off of it. Now for this jump, I like to align with this texture right here, and go like this, and then go right here, and then shift lock, and then go and do the wrap like how I did it. Now I just go out and do this. I grab onto the ladder, angle a little bit, and then go out here. And then for this jump, I like to angle like right here, and then once I get into the gap right here, I go horizontal and then just, you know. Now for this jump, I go down here. And just go onto the truss. Jump onto the truss, and then for this, I'd like to press Shift and space, and then press and let go of that and press D. And for this, I just do this. For this, a lot of people just do this weird thing where you do this, and then it's kind of I find it kind of weird, so I find this easier. All you literally have to do is press A and then W. It's literally so easy. For this, you just go on here, go down here, flick down here a bit, go up, do this wrap, do this other wrap, which is just camera control. Do this head hitter, go up here, and then I go here, do this wrap, go a little bit up this area, this block, and then turn on here. And for this, I do this jump backwards, and then I hop, and then I pray, and then I land onto truss. No, the ladder, I mean. Now for this, it's pretty straightforward. I don't really need to commentate. This is just a squeeze. This is a basic squeeze. I just go down here, click around the truss, and then jump on here, onto this ladder, and then just flick off here. And go out, and for this jump I like to go out and then do the jump. This is just a 2-side climb up. For this jump I've had some trouble with. Just angle out like this, and then flick, and then do the wrap, and make sure to turn early enough or late enough. Don't turn too early or too late. Now this is another camera control jump. Just do that. Now this, I like to flick around this truss. Make sure I face this side of the truss and jump off. Now for this, I like to treat this like a normal stick out and just do the jump like that. And for this, and the rest of the floor is pretty straightforward. All I need to say is that for this jump, just go on like the corner and then flick off the truss. Use head editor. And yes, I'm recording, thank God. And then this is an insta-kill, and now I'm 5. 5 is probably the worst floor of the floor. 5 is probably the worst floor of the tower, so it'll take a while to get consistent at. So, do this wrap right here. Go under this truss, flick off, wrap around, and make sure you go forward to face this truss. And then go out and flick off. Go out and flick off, and make sure you're again going sideways, but then facing the truss. You're going sideways, but then again you face the truss so that you can at least like grab the truss. Wrap on it here. Go down. Go onto this ladder. And now, how I used to do this ladder is that I used to span space and then shift and press Shift and D at the same time, but I found that inconsistent and janky. So what I like to do is I like to span A and W, until I get here, and then I flick, and then I flick off, and I flick off while pressing W and A. For this, I like to go around here and then flick up. This is just straightforward. This is just a simple head hitter. For this, ignore this truss. Just focus on getting down here. Go down to around here. Press space and W. Press space and then W. Angle around here. Jump onto this truss. For this jump is kind of weird. What I like to do is angle like this and press Shift A and space. Why am I so bad at this jump? Yeah, like that. You can also do the jump like this, where you go out like this and then do a header but press Shift midway through. Now this is kind of weird. I just click down while pressing W and D. I go down to around here, angle out like this, and then flick off. For this ball grab, I go on the ball, go around it, holding W, and then I go out like this, and go on the truss. And for this, is just another counter control jump. Make sure once you do this wrap, face the truss so that you grab on it. Go down here, go into this truss, and go out like this. Go into this truss right here, and now we're on 6. And the hell is this miscolored part? This actually looks really ugly. There's another one on 9 as well. For this, I go down a bit. By the way, 6 is free, so I'll give my strats on it anyways. I go down a little bit and press space and then W, D, and Shift. These wraps should be straightforward. I angle out like this and do the jump. Now I go and keep pressing and press A until I get around here. Go right there and flick up. Yeah, flick out, and then for this I like to go around here and then do the squeeze. Same thing for this one, but I go like right there. And the rest of and then for this jump, I angle like this and then do the jump. And the rest of the jump should be straightforward. So if you're not stupid, you should be able to get to 7. 7 is also pretty easy. However, some people struggle on it. Click around this truss. Make sure you're not able to hit this, and then bounce off and go onto this truss. Go off this truss. Go on here, and then press Shift S and space, and then once you get out enough, press W. Switch from S to W. For this, again, make sure that you face the truss, so that you know to grab onto the truss. For this, go out like this, and then go into the truss, flick around it, and then for this, I just go here. I just go bounce off, angle like how I did right there, and then I face the truss, and then I face sideways, and then when I do the jump, I try to go to the truss so that I actually climb on it. It's just a simple flick. This ladder is kind of weird, but just go like this and then angle like this, and just do that. For this, I like to go around here, angle around here, and then just go for it. I find it a lot more consistent than doing this. Now flick off here, go to around here, angle here while out of first person, and then press D space and then shift. Now go down here and then shift and then flick off. Now for this jump for this last jump of 7, I like to hold, once I flick off pressing space, W and A, but then mid jump I let go of A and I let go of W and only have A pressed. Look at my keyboard overlay while I'm doing this jump. Yeah. So now you're on 8. So for this, just angle like this, flick out. For this, go down a bit, angle diagonally, and then flick out. For this is just a simple long jump. For this, I like to, just go sideways. For this, I just flick out. Now for this jump, I don't go like right at the thing because this quote unquote decoration can physics you. Instead, I like to go a little bit spaced out and then do the jump. Never failed it in I've never failed in a real run before. For this jump, I like to go down a bit and then flick to the left and jump off. For this, go out here, and then for this, just jump here, and for this, put your camera like right in between this and this, where I see my cursor, and then turn like 90 degrees and shift lock, and then just do the jump. And also when you turn, you want to turn earlier than you think you want to. Probably around here, but you don't want to lodge. Don't treat the lodge. Don't treat the jump as a lodge. This is just an easier version of that jump right there. Just go out a bit and then, do the jump. Now for this header is kind of weird. This header is kind of weird and janky, but I like to go out and then, do that. You saw my keyboard overlay? Okay. So, I like to go down here. Why am I so bad? That jump's gonna be free. I like to angle out like this. Jump here. And then for that jump I like to I like to land the jump like how I did right there. That jump is just camera control. This jump is kind of weird. I like to angle out like this and put it up and go up there. For this jump, I just angle out and then do the jump treat it like a stick out, and this jump is easy. Just go into the one stud. Why am I so bad? Go into the one stud gap. Now you're in 9. So 9 is decently hard, but it's not as hard as 10. So this first part is straightforward. Just for this jump, just like go out like this and then do the jump. Jump off here. Walk down here. For this jump, just hold W and D and then press space. You look at that part. For this part, just press W and then space and go into first person. Press W first and then space. And these are just 2 ladder flicks. For this, go around here and then do the wrap. For this, I like to go around here and then just do what I did. For this, just go around here and then do the jump. This jump's pretty hard. I like to angle out like this and then do that. For this jump, I like to angle out like this as well and, you know, do what I did. Now, for this jump, I just go down here. Okay. For this jump, I just go down here, go up here, and then do a 2-step climb up. This spinner is an insta-kill, so be careful here. You just have to do 4 reps. Go as far out as you can on all of them, and for like every few jumps or so, just go on the edge so that you don't get killed by the insta-kill. And just go out as far as you can on all the jumps, on all 4 of the jumps. Just stick out, go here, wrap here, and then for this I like to face this way and then jump. And I also don't shift lock because that's a bit risky since you might not make it. But if you do it like this, you can save yourself on this ladder and then flick and just keep doing the jump. For this last jump of 9, don't fail it, please. It's really easy. Just do it how I liked it. Just do it how I did it. Failure in 10. 10's probably the hardest part for me, so practice it. Go up here. Wait for this kill break moving platform. And be careful around here. For this, go down here. Jump here. And then just hold, and then just hold. Just smash W and D. Ledge grab here. Do that. And then this is just a simple wrap. For this, just shift lock off. This is just a long jump squeeze. For this, go around here, and then make sure to face his chest. Go down. Angle around here. Okay, and then shift lock off like that. Now for this I like to go here, climb down, and do that. For this go out as much as you can, and then just try to aim for that 1 star. Now for this jump, some people do this weird way where you go up go up there and then jump off, but that's pretty I find that way to be pretty RNG. So for this, I just like to go onto the 3rd truss and then jump off. Do this, stick out. Do these simple flicks with a moving kill brick. Flick off like that. Aim for this 1-step ladder. Use wrap. And now jump down here. This is the hardest part of 10 in my opinion. So make sure to practice this part. For this part, I flick off while holding W and A. I go down, jump onto this truss, and then for this, I also flick off holding W and A, and then I let go of A once I get past this part, and then just hold W so that I can aim for the truss, and then I just flick off like that. For this, I just ledge grab, angle so that I'm facing the thing, and then jump off. These 2 are just Nerf TOG jump, Tower of Glory jumps. I shouldn't really need to explain them. All you have to do is just like press W first and then space. For this jump, go around here, angle like this, go out. Why am I so bad? For this, angle like this, go out. Same for this, but it's a righty. This jump is a bit harder for me though, since it's a lefty. And go there. Do this jump, and angle angle like right here for this jump, and then do the jump. Angle like this. Do this jump. This is just one of the. This is just a squeeze similar to one of the ones in 6. Go in here and then squeeze. Just do that. Same here. It's just simple camera control. Space spam, so that you're not too far out in the truss, and make sure you're around at least this far in the, at least like this close, this far out in the truss. Go on the bottom, click off. Same thing for this. Click off to here. And now the final jump. Don't fail it. It's just a simple camera control jump with a beat block. There, you basically be in a tower. Now all you have to do is this roof. Now all what you'll have to do is this roof. So let me just do it real quick, if only if I'm not bad at the game. I don't really need to explain it since it's a roof and you don't really need to practice it, since it's literally netted and you literally basically beat the tower once you get here. There we go. You be in the tower. Do this head editor and then go up here. And you be in the tower. That's it. And yeah, that's all the strats I have for this tower that I beat in yesterday. Hope this game was useful. Hope this video was useful for you, and peace.